Hi! Wanna punch anxiety in the face? Kick depression to the curb? Gallivant through a magical sparkle rainbow world where friendship saves the day? Quick, take my hand! Swish, swish. Well, hello, darlings. Welcome to SQUEEEEE. Hi! SQUEEEEE is a tabletop role-playing game, or TTRPG, about the emotional world of being in community. And we are playtesting for you live! So, grab a snack, and maybe some tissues, and come be our neighbor, as we find joy in the journey and celebrate our authentic selves. Because life is hard, but we can have fun in the meantime. Cheese! Alright, so, to set the scene, you have all somewhat recently arrived in the town of Tine, some more recent than others. Tine is a very small community. It's a bit of a way station at a crossroads. While they are very artistically inclined, especially in the area of music, there's not too many resources here. We're not in a big city. It's just a little small town of tightly knit community members that all depend on each other in order to get by. So it has all of the standard things. There's a town hall, there's a community center, we have a cafe and an inn, there's some farms, and an amphitheater, as well as an art gallery, some playing fields, a pond, and you are set aside a small forest called the Whispering Woods. It is summertime. It is a gorgeous, warm day, maybe 75 degrees Fahrenheit. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. The one that we all dream about, and we never get. The humidity point is low. There is a faint breeze. And the world is your oyster. So I am actually going to have you all roll a dice just to decide who we start with. And tell me what those numbers are.
3, 5, 3,
5.
Oh boy.
All right. Roll off. Okay, those 2 5s. Roll for me.
5.
3.
Are we sure these dice?
All right.
5.
Oh my god!
Wait, who had the 2 5s?
It wasn't me. It was Ray and I.
Yeah.
And then what was your second numbers?
Mine was 5.
And mine was 3.
All right. Gorgeous. Okay, Doug.
No wonder we're confused.
You are going to start us off.
Okay.
So, Trinket. What are you doing today in Time?
Well, Trinket's just doing what he normally does. He's kind of looking around for certain objects. He's just kind of meandering around town, going towards the amphitheater. Usually after a show, there's some things that have been left behind. So he'll usually go peruse the pews or the seats and make sure that he can collect anything possible. Just to keep things tidy, but, see if there's anything else that he wants maybe to keep.
Yeah, it's a relatively quiet day at the amphitheater. Usually activities are happening at night. And so you can hear some children playing in the distance. It's a weekend, so they're out of school. And you can hear them out in the south towards the rhythmic fields. As you start to peek around and poke around the seating area, you do start to find a couple bits and bobs on the floor, some stale popcorn from the previous night's show, a paperclip that somebody's dropped, and a ring. A golden ring. A simple band.
Oh, this looks kind of important. Let me take a closer look. And Trinket adjusts his glasses that have no eyes behind them because he doesn't have a face, but he does it out of habit. And he tries to like look for any sort of inscription on the band on the inside.
The inscription that you find, is just the initials DG.
Well, I guess I'll have to remember this for later. And he puts it into the front pocket of the overalls that he's wearing, and he buttons it so that it is a bit more secure so that he can go back for it later. But yeah, now he's probably gonna start making his way out of town and in search of DG.
Alright. Let's pivot over to Dazzle Bright.
Dazzle is just getting back from a break at Supernova, only the best cafe in town. And they were spritzing some of their plants in their small little apartment that sits above Supernova. And they like double tap with their foot on one of the floorboards and a trapdoor opens up. It swings down, letting down a long vine, which they rope down to the cafe floor on. They turn to some of their co-workers or hirelings, henchmen maybe, if you will, and say, Groke, keep up the good work. Caldro, you too. And Butteroy, don't keep up the bad work.
Both Groke and Caldril just give you a nod and wave back, while Butteroy kind of just like slumps a little bit, and then immediately stiffens up and starts sweeping more profusely.
I give him a thumbs up.
And as you are looking out the window, you do notice a small amalgamation of metal in the amphitheater across the way from the front of your cafe. You've seen them around before. They always seem to be poking around, but you haven't quite made a connection yet.
God, what is that? And I turn to Butteroy and say, Hey, Rat Boy, can you get that hunk of metal out of my sight?
Sure thing, Dazzle. I'm right on it. And they take off in a dust storm towards the amphitheater. While that is happening, let's pivot over to Zipper.
Hi.
Hi, Zipper. What are you doing today?
Zipper will be doing her job, which is the local, delivery mail delivery person. So she is, she has roller skates on all the time. And so she's roller skating around the more residential areas looking for like mailboxes that have the little flag up to grab the mail.
All right. There's quite a few today. It's a weekend, so people are in the mood to write some letters and send them out. So you are going around seeing each of these little flags up, pulling out these envelopes and clicking them down as you skate along the town. One of the letters that you pick up is from a Dahlia Geraldine, written to a Professor Harold.
I don't think I know this Professor Harold. What's the address?
The address is a location near Legato Lake.
Look at my map. Is that the lake in
Yes,
the corner?
up north.
Okay. All right, that's not too far. I mean, town's not too big, so I do have a surcharge for going outside of town to neighboring towns. Just so we're clear.
Okay. All right. So while you are doing that, let us pivot to Repot. What are you doing today?
Well, I think if anybody is watching the path from the farms, they'll see a very strange sight. They'll see what appears to be half of a robot dragging the other half. Specifically, there's four sort of these legs, which two of which are sort of wrapped around this torso, sort of a cylinder of fold-out tools, which are sort of a lot of the tools are sort of folded out and maybe getting in the way and getting stuck on stuff. And two of these legs are kind of grabbing onto the torso, and the other two are sort of dragging this robot along the ground. So this robot is making its way, I would say, from the farm towards Serenade Square, so possibly to the dismay of anybody who doesn't like heaps of metal within view of their cafe. But they're on. It's on its way, and I think its primary purpose is to try and attach itself together. Now it is missing a particular piece, to try and affix its legs back to its torso. So it's kind of trying to get to maybe whatever the equivalent of a general store would be, or just find somebody who could help them reattach themselves to themselves, right, is the kind of main idea. So I think they're sort of, and it's like almost comical the way they move around. Like it's almost like a zombie trying to drag itself along the ground, and pieces just kind of keep getting caught on stuff, so it rotates in weird ways. It is like causing a little bit of a divot in the path, right?
Mhm.
Like with all of the scraping and stuff that's happening, and as it kind of tears itself around to some extent, it sometimes uses one of the legs to try and like sweep some dirt back into the rut that it just created, because it can't stand like being the cause of destruction. So it's making its way very slowly, trying to get to, I think Serenade Square is where it's identified as maybe a higher concentration of people who might be able to help.
Gorgeous. All right, so we are going to return to the amphitheater, where Trinket has just found that golden ring with the initials DG. Shoo! You see a small, skittish-looking rat folk holding a broom behind you, Trinket, and he motions it towards you.
Oh.
Shoo! Dazzle doesn't like you here.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a nuisance. Did I do something wrong? I'm Trinket, by the way.
Shoo! Get out of here.
Okay, your name is Shu?
No, of course it's not.
Oh, well, then what should I call you? I don't think we've met yet.
It's Butterboy.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Why are you trying to push me with that broom?
Well, 'cause boss said so.
Well, who's your boss?
Dazzle Bright. They own that cafe over there, Supernova.
Oh, okay.
Don't you know anything?
Well, I'm relatively new to town, so I'm sorry I don't know. What does the cafe do?
They sell coffee?
Oh, I've never had coffee before. But anyway, why are you shooing me on a public street?
Just because Dazzle told me to.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I was making my way away anyway. Oh, sorry. Do you know anyone by the name of DJ or DG?
DG? No, nobody's named DG here.
Okay. Well, I guess if I can't stand here, where does your boss want me to stand? It's okay. Take your time.
Wait right here.
Oh, okay. I'll just wait here.
And they turn on point, and they begin to run back towards the cafe until all of a sudden they notice Repot. dragging itself along, and they become frozen in place. Repot, you see this rat folk, who we've established is named Butteroy, just completely grief-stricken, frozen in place, jaw slack to the ground.
Assistance. Query, assistance?
They look quizzically at you. The cogs visibly turning in their head as they try to figure out how to respond to this situation.
Battery low. Experiencing catastrophic failure. Query, assistance?
No. You can't be here. Please remove yourselves from this area. I don't think boss will like this.
Repot continues dragging himself in the same direction towards, like in the same direction it was going, which is towards the cafe, basically trying to, and the entire time it's just saying, assistance, like just as it's trying to make its way, basically to it sees a person. It's like, oh, so it's just gonna keep asking, and it's just gonna kind of keep moving in that direction. I would say I don't think it's gonna get stopped by someone telling it to not do that. It's just gonna keep going.
So as you pass Butteroy by, you see them just break, and they slump back into themselves, and they start just dragging their feet back to Supernova. And you come across Trinket.
Assistance.
Oh, hi. You need help?
Affirmative.
Oh, okay. Let me see what I can do. And Trinket just kind of starts looking and is gonna ask, what happened? What's wrong?
Repot just lets go with its arms and lets the torso just fall on the ground. And then it like tries to it drags the legs back over, tries to pick itself back up basically. But I think that's kind of how it demonstrates it needs some kind of tool to affix these two things together. In fact, it says assistance, affixing self.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Let me see what I have. And Trinket's gonna just kind of pull his overalls away and look down at himself and see if there's any sort of like tool in his form that he could pull, like a wrench, anything like that. Just something that he may have collected over the time to see if he can like find something that fits the purpose, essentially.
Cool. So I think I'm going to talk about rolling dice. So we're going to introduce the concept of rolling dice in this game. So this is a D6 system, as I mentioned before. So the standard roll is 2d6. We also have a set of abilities and attributes. And so those are going to be body, intellect, and personality. And then we have heart, voice, and mind. We'll get a little bit more into those later, but for now, I'm going to establish that this is a body roll, as you are actually, literally using your body to solve this challenge. So you will roll 2d6, and then you will add the body modifier. You also have the option to invoke an aspect. If there is an aspect on your sheet that you would like to claim will help you during this task.
So I do have an aspect I think is gonna potentially be able to help. It's what is junk?
What is junk? All right. Based on my understanding of that aspect, I will say that does grant you advantage. So you will roll 3d6 and take the higher 2.
So it's got 11 plus 1, so 12.
11. All right, so we will have to consult the table. Dun dun dun.
It was a 12, by the way.
I said
Tim
Yeah,
said
but-
11.
Oh, 12. Am I
said
making up
plus
numbers?
1. Thank you.
Plus 1.
I may have
All
mumbled
right,
it.
so this is a system that has varying degrees of success. So we are going to consult the success table in order to determine whether or not you have succeeded on this roll. And eventually I will commit these to memory, but for now I will also look at said table. So, a 12 is greater than 10, which is just a solid success. So you have what you need. Your body is able to accomplish this goal.
Go Trinket.
Go Trinket. All right. So what do you pull out of yourself in order to repair Repot?
I pull out a, one of those like multi-tools, not like a Swiss Army knife, but like one of the big
Yeah.
multi-tools. I find one of those, and I kind of just like yank it from like my arm.
There's like a magnetic pull as you pull it off of your body.
Exactly.
And there's like this sparkle, glittery kind of like residue that floats through the air.
Yeah, and Trinket noticeably like kind of slumps a little bit because like he just kind of pulled a piece of himself away and
Yeah.
is using it to give someone else a hand, basically.
Well, Repot, I think, takes that tool out, and it says, "Please stand by," and it starts it takes this tool and it uses, I think it withdraws like, the hands that were kind of stuck in the way. It starts like using this tool to kind of bang them out of the way a little bit to kind of clear the way to these two pieces, and it uses some of its hands to try and like stand itself up, and it slips a couple of times, but it is able to try and get itself upright, and it uses this tool, and there's like a little nut basically that it withdraws from a sort of a pouch, and it's able to, using this tool, it's able to get in a place it wasn't able to get to because the kind of arms had been like folded in like a really weird way, so it's able to like get in there and like start tightening things, and as it kind of tightens, it like rotates its torso around a little bit as part of the kind of process. So there's a little bit of like the arm, like it has some stuff that's like from the torso. There's like tools that are kind of sticking out a little bit, so it's a little bit like you might want to back off a little bit as this process happens, because it is kind of spinning around with these somewhat sharp objects, but it kind of process complete, and then it says battery 3%, battery within expected parameters, and then I think it has I think it gives back the multi-tool. It's like, give.
Oh, I actually don't. That was amazing, by the way. That was so cool to watch. I don't actually need that anymore, but if you want to keep it in case something else happens, you're more than welcome to it.
Repot happily opens up a drawer that has like a whole bunch of other stuff in it, and it puts the multi-tool in it, but it definitely knows this is going to come in handy, because the best part about this multi-tool specifically is that it allows it to reach places a little bit further than it was able to before, right? It has its own arms that it uses to like, drill stuff, but especially when it comes to its own body, it's usually better at interfacing with the outside world than it is with the inside world, basically.
Something kept it up.
So yeah, so it's able to finally, using this multi-tool, is like, oh, I can reach bits of myself that I wasn't able to reach before with a wrench and stuff. So it's definitely very happy about this, and it basically just says acknowledge.
Okay, well, glad I was able to help.
All right. And this would be a perfect time to talk again about rapport. Would you like to reward a rapport? Would either of you like to reward a rapport for this situation?
I would say Repot is definitely appreciative of the assistance that has been given because of basically being reassembled using a tool that it was given. So I would definitely say that Repot has a little bit of trust with Trinket now.
Beautiful. All right. So, Trinket, you can receive a rapport token,
Thank you very much.
Acknowledge.
which are green little hexagons that I made. And I will explain what to do with those later. but they can be used for all sorts of things, and they will very much come into play during the expedition period. All right, it's at this time that Zipper is going to come across this pair.
Nice.
Was that the Doppler effect?
Yes.
So the two of you see this creature just
blur of a creature.
zip by. Yeah, I don't know.
Quite truly zipping around town.
Just zipping around. In the distance, you can see her stopping at various mailboxes, blipping through the town.
I think Repot is really interested because of the speed at which this happened. Repot is really interested. It starts poking at like the ground that that Zipper went over, because I don't know what is the path made of, out of curiosity. Like in this town that can be rollerbladed across at such speed.
Compact dirt.
Compact dirt. It's interesting. I think that Repot notices that there's, like a noticeable like line from the wheels, well, from each of the wheels basically. That kind of, and you can see that it's splitting the road apart like a little bit. This is analyzing. And basically what Repot is thinking about is like, how can I make this, what would I do to make this road a little bit less impacted by something heavy and like long kind of going across it. I mean, it also looks back at the track that it left, dragging itself here, and it's noticing that perhaps the paths here are not really up to the kind of heavy wear and tear that it has expected from previous places that it was in the city, which are like more asphalt and kind of things. And so I think as this kind of transpires, I think Repot starts genuinely thinking about what it would do to help with the pads a little bit, to make them maybe able to carry its own weight, one, because it has like legs that are sort of pretty heavy. It intends to carry heavy stuff around if it's going to stay around, which I think because it's finally been able to repair, like its next job is finding a place to recharge its battery at least a little bit. So it's intending to stay here for at least a little bit longer. I think as this happens, Repot is like, what would I do to fix the roads here?
Zipper will maybe like 15 seconds after passing these two mounds of metal, will click that she just saw something that she doesn't normally see in town. And she's gonna like grab a tree and just like full 360, and she's gonna like brake hard right in front of you two, probably creating a dust cloud.
Yeah, no, there's a shower of dirt onto Repot.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Repot is so impressed by the maneuver of spinning around a tree, by the way. That is inspiring.
Okay.
To the ground.
Yeah. Her arm also like
Looking at your
stretches a little bit as she grabs on, because she's a jellyfish girl. For those at home who don't know this yet, she is a jellyfish girl. So she's kind of got like a give to her body. So as she grabs the tree, her like arm like lengthens a little bit as she like whips around it.
Okay, so in the spirit of learning the game and practicing dice rolling, I am going to have you roll a body.
That's fair.
Do you actually stop in time, or do you just collide with us?
So I do think I'm gonna say I'm gonna use the aspect, if I can't catch me.
Oh, absolutely.
Which
yeah.
is like, she just is always on the move, very fast, very agile. So if I could use
Yes, I will allow it.
that. Cool. That's another 11 plus 2, which is a 21. Wait, that's not
No.
That's 13.
Sure. That's what 10 plus 9 is.
You said it so convincing.
I did say
You
it.
said that so
Oh, yeah, that one.
confidently. Oh my
That's
gosh.
a 13.
13.
There we go.
That will be a solid success. So you accomplished that goal.
Cool. Hi. I don't know you two.
Repot starts, because of the extreme stop, there is like a noticeable kind of like track in the dirt where the kind of happen.
Yeah.
Repot starts like taking one of its appendages and like sweeping the dirt back into the holes that were made.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Trinket. Your feet wheels are really interesting.
Thank you. They're roller skates. I got them. Well, I got them a while ago, but these are new ones. I've been wearing roller skates for a long time, but these are new roller skates. Well, at least the wheels
Do
are
you
new.
have old roller skates?
I have old wheels at home.
I'm interested.
Okay. What does that mean?
Sorry.
Do you want them?
Maybe if I could take a look at them.
Okay, hold on. And she blips off.
As Zipper blips off, like Repot has just started saying greeting.
I would say probably within 30 seconds she's back with 8 wheels.
All right. You have 8 wheels. And as you return, you do notice a flashing light on Repot's back.
Is that normal? Do you normally flash like that? Oh, here, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Battery within expected parameters.
Oh, I'll take that as a yes. Well, cool. What was your name?
Repot.
Repot and Trinket. Great. We're gonna be great friends, I just know it.
You notice that the blinking light is in the shape of a battery, and the level is very, very low and orange.
I don't know if Zipper knows what a battery is.
All right.
I think perhaps to illustrate the point, Repot says, battery, critical failure. Powering down. Ding, ding.
Oh. What is...
And
Do you know-
Repot just starts. Well, I mean, it doesn't fall because the power down function does reserve some amount of, but it like folds what it can into itself. Of course, there's pieces of it that like are broken and can't fold back in. So, but whatever pieces are like actually functioning in their full range of motion at this current time, just kind of like and they like fold up, and so it becomes basically a cylinder that's essentially like it's got a little sort of stand on the ground that it won't like fall over if like a stiff breeze hits it, but it kind of folds up and just kind of sits in the middle of the path, and it just kind of sits, it just stands there, and it plays a little power down sound, and then it just stops.
All right, so we're gonna pivot. So Dazzle Bright, what have you been doing since you sent Butteroy on his way?
Dazzle has just finished refilling one of the espresso machines, like pouring in new beans for them to be ground, and takes a look at like their arm, which doesn't have a watch on it, but like turns to Groke and says, "Where is that rat?" And then starts trudging towards the door, which has like large glass wall that outlooks the main road. Throws it open and sees the rat in very
Mopey, yeah,
distressed
just
state.
very distressed, so
Yeah.
distressed.
And then
Just standing in the door, like was just about to knock, and you're not like you've told him not to knock. Like
Yeah.
he works here, but you see his arm is like raised, and he's just like very distressed and sad looking, and just like, boss.
yeah, and then I like look past him and I see now like 2 hunks of metal along with a massive dust cloud. And I'm like, Butteroy,
Yes, boss.
we've talked about multiplying the robots.
Oh, this has happened before, has it?
Yes, we have.
Now, I sent you over to get rid of one, and hey, turn around. What do you see?
He slowly turns around and he goes, I see 2.
Right, you see 2. Now, this is a problem, right? Get inside, I'll handle this. Don't come to work tomorrow.
Oh my gosh.
You're not fired, but I am very mad and I don't want to see you.
All right. He like really slumps in on himself now, and he just starts to drag his feet over the threshold, just slowly pushing dirt
Chop chop.
into the cafe.
You're going to have to sweep that up. And to bring me a tea while you're at it, I'm gonna go talk to these nincompoops.
All right. And he goes off into the cafe.
And Dazzle, who is a multicolored giant Malabar squirrel, you should look them up, they're beautiful, who is like rainbow colored. The sun always hits them the exact right spot. They have like bits of anime sparkles around them at all times. They are just extremely beautiful. Walks on over. They've got these like nice big black boots, and are trying very hard not to get any dirt on them, and trying very hard to steer clear of the dust clouds so that nothing settles on their fur or on their boots. Standing at a odd distance away, says, "Hello, you two."
Repot's battery just keeps blinking, and that's the only response that Repot's basically going to have for this whole thing.
Hi,
Just
Mr.
imagine-
Shiny Squirrel.
I'm actually a giant squirrel.
Okay, hi, Mr. Giant Shiny Squirrel. Zipper has started to moonwalk on her skates around the two robots, trying to figure out what's going on, or the two constructs for creatures.
What are you doing over there?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
All right, then why are you doing it in front of my cafe?
Because it's cool.
It doesn't look very cool.
I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. But come over here and look. There's some
yeah,
new
who
people.
are you?
I don't know if I want to come over.
But what's your name? I'm Trinket.
The name's Dazzle. Dazzle Bright. That's Brite.
Oh. Okay, let me write that down real quick.
Yes, please do. You will remember this.
Oh. I remember a lot of things.
I'm
so
glad
sure
you
that-
do.
Oh, I'm glad that you're glad about that.
Listen, I have a business to run, and I would appreciate if you
run.
would.
That might be the problem. Okay, Trinket puts his hands up to the robot and like feels it, and Trinket can kind of like sense energies.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, the energy is really low from this cylinder now. It was something moving earlier. Maybe it's running low on energy. Anyone know where we could find something that can power this?
What kind of thing?
Oh, I don't know. There's a battery symbol on its back.
Well, I eat food to get energy.
Oh,
Right, where
Does
is
that-
my tea?
Let me tell you, you're really pretty.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I know.
dazzling almost.
That's where I get the name.
But can we feed it? Can we feed it
I
something?
don't think it probably eats. It looks like it's well, it's not like me in the sense that I have living energy inside me. It looks like it's more electrical energy.
I can shock things.
Whoa.
That's kind of cool.
I
How can you do
can.
that?
That's just part of the here. She like reaches out her tentacles and she like taps you with them, and you get this like jolt.
It arcs off of me onto Repot.
I think if it arcs into Repot, I think Repot actually noticeably like one of its like the appendages, like one of the parts of its torso, like kind of jerk out, like in the way that you would like involuntary response kind of thing, where it's
At the doctor.
Yeah, exactly. Or they tap your knee and go poing. So I think that that happens with when that shock hits. I don't think that shock would magically give it charge, but it would cause like a response and cause Repot to like move in a certain way.
Seems like it's worth a shock. You're welcome, everyone.
I'm
We'll
really
give
not.
you advantage on the next roll.
Grown. I know there's no inspiration in this game,
That's
at least not like what you're used to. There are similar things to inspiration, but they're not rewarded for making puns, unfortunately.
That's okay. I will still continue to make them.
Good.
I know.
Excellent.
Scrap it. Scrap this game entirely. Get rid of it. Cannot have it. Like, no.
And Repot, remembering that excellent pun, gets advantage on its next roll.
So yeah, you are back on.
Oh, well.
I don't know that Repot's on. I think
Not
it's
on, okay.
more
Just
that
like that little-
because I think if you really wanted to charge Repot, it would have to
take
be
a good
into like
shot.
it would take a bit of time. Is the
Okay,
thing,
okay,
right?
okay.
Like, it would have to be like basically like a hug essentially for a certain amount of time.
Do it.
Well,
Would
I've got
you-
And it would have to be
Yeah.
like in the charging port, like it would have to. If you're just like shocking random pieces of Repot, it would be like you might actually end up accidentally like activating arms and stuff. I feel like I'd worry about that.
well,
Yeah, so we can do a couple
well,
things.
Zipper doesn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, Repot isn't around to explain this.
Yeah.
A zipper's an aquatic creature.
We can do a couple things. We can do an intelligence roll in order to try to parse out what is going on here. And then Zipper, you can do a body roll in order to do a more substantial shock, having noticed the effect of your initial shock.
I do have an aspect called Zip Zap,
Zip zap.
which is exactly what it sounds like.
Yes,
I know
it
that
is.
jellyfish. Okay, before the internet comes for me, I know that jellyfish technically have venom, but suspend your disbelief for a second.
Suspend your disbelief for
not-
so
She's an
much
electrical
about to
jellyfish.
happen.
There we go.
So yeah, I'll give it a try, just to but I'm not gonna go for the port because I don't know what that is
Yeah,
or why
for
it
sure.
exists.
Yeah.
So the way that she builds up electricity is actually just like friction, which is so her tentacles pour out of her helmet because she's dressed like a roller derby girl, but she's got a helmet on and her tentacles pour out, and so she just does this thing where she skates in a circle and her tentacles whack against each other to build up static electricity. And then I will slap all of my tentacles onto Repot and see what the fuck happens.
If this is
Sorry.
a fail, it's gonna be so funny.
9 plus 2 for body, you said, right?
Correct. So
That's
is an 11.
11. Or
which
a 19 if you did my old math. Yeah.
we're not doing the old math, but good on you for trying.
Good.
So again, just a solid success. So a substantial amount of electricity courses through your body, Repot, for an extended period of time.
I think Repot does the as after this is done, it goes bum bum. That's the boot up sound. It's a major third. And it says status report battery 12%. And the way it says it, I feel like it's almost shock and surprise. It very rarely actually achieves the heights of 12% charge. This is kind of a new thing for it, I think. Well, not new per se. I mean, it's obviously been at 100%, but that was years ago. Honestly, it's been a while. And it has received this hug of life, basically. And it basically says acknowledge. It says, I think that's going to be the way it says thank you for the rest of the season. It's just saying acknowledge. And it kind of it does a kind of weird little sensor scan because there's the legs on the bottom, there's a torso of tools, and at the very top of the torso cylinder there's an array of sensors. There's a camera, there's some antenna, there's a little thing that kind of spins in a circle that had been stopped but now kind of starts up again as it starts trying to take in its surroundings. And I mean, one, it says listening, just because as it's kind of going through the process of starting itself up. And I think it doesn't really try and move anywhere as much as it begins this kind of process of unfolding its legs and getting them into place. And as it starts unfolding, you should find that there's a lot of stuttering and stopping, and there's different pieces of it that don't open the way they really ought to. So other legs come by and just kind of whack at them a little bit. And as it kind of starts, this process will take a bit of time for it to actually be able to stand up and move again. But it is kind of going through this. So as whatever conversation happens after this, just Repot is just slowly assembling itself until it can finally stand up and start moving again.
Zipper, after doing the shock, does look a little bit dried up and deflated as far as jellyfish. If you were to see a jellyfish that's been out in the sun for a little bit, she just kind of gets a little wrinkly around the joints, and she gets a little smaller almost. She's only 5 feet tall. She's not very large. She's not very tall. But then she gets a little bit shorter as she loses moisture in her body.
Gordon.
Oh, that was tough. That was a lot of shocks. I don't think I got any more in me today. Hope, what did you say? 12% per percent? You said a word I didn't understand. Is that a good thing?
12% is
Percent.
above expected parameters.
Oh, I take that as a good thing.
And do we want to award any rapport?
Yes.
I'm just gonna keep
Everybody's helping
reminding-
Repot
I
out
know.
today.
Thank you,
Please
thank you.
take one. Yes.
Until we get
We've
into
got-
the habit. We're learning a new game.
We've got backup charges. We've got tools to repair Repot's feeling really welcome right now, I think.
Well, we'll see what Dazzle has to say about it.
Yeah, for now.
Yeah, can you get negative rapport?
Yeah, can
I
you
think
take
Dazzle might
away-
have.
Yeah, can you subtract harmony?
Oh, I do have a quick question about rapport, and
Yeah.
probably what is H again?
Harmony, which I misspoke earlier. You actually reward harmony to yourselves. So
Oh, should I?
I
do
know there's a lot of
harmony?
power to give players, isn't it?
I kind of want harmony just because I've been put together.
So harmony is you can also gain up to 3 during downtime scenes. So downtime scenes is just anytime there's scenes that aren't a challenge,
Okay.
which will be during the adventure. So anything in the prelude, overture, and then as we're at camp later on. And harmony is rewarded by yourself to yourself for working through and processing an emotion or thought that had been weighing on you. Partaking in an emotional regulation technique in a mindful manner. Self-advocating in a meaningful way. Which can be done in a multi-character scene. And then finding internal affirmation of your identity or experience. So anytime you feel like you've accomplished those goals within a scene, y'all can just take a harmony and just tell me that you did so.
I feel like running into town screaming assistance should count as advocating for oneself.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yes, please take a harmony for that.
Yay. And because it did work, just to
It-
be clear.
And it did work.
It
yeah.
did work.
Help me, please.
Help, help, help. It worked.
Please.
All right. So, what are we doing?
What's Dazzle's reaction to this?
Yeah. We're
I
all
really
on
wanna
the edge
know.
of our seats.
Dazzle
What is
reaches
Dazzle
into
thinking?
their boot and pulls out a slip of paper that says, "To-do list: meet 5 people." And just crosses out 5 and writes in 3 and says, "This should suffice."
That's enough of that.
Then puts it back into their boot and begrudgingly walks over and says, "Hello, the name's Dazzle. Dazzle Bright, Brite. It's okay to meet you."
Greeting, Dazzle Bright, Brite.
How are you? You looked like you were in a little bit of a funk.
Status report. Battery, 12%.
Okay. That means you're good to go, right?
Affirmative.
All right. This is what I'm talking about. Well, it was a pleasure meeting all of you.
It was nice to meet you too. Hopefully we can cross paths again at some point.
Sure, I mean, you don't drink coffee, likely, so it might not happen. It probably won't happen, but it's...
Well, you make trash at your cafe, right?
Yeah, but that's not for you.
Well, I actually work for the town municipal.
Okay, then I
junk
guess
collection.
it is kind of for you.
Yeah, so I'll see you at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'll try to keep my eyes closed.
Oh. Well, I don't have any eyes too closed, but is that I whispered to Zipper, is that customary
Oh,
around here?
Zipper is face down in the fountain.
Oh my god.
You turn and Zipper is just
Just
gone.
gone. She is like her face is just in the fountain.
Got it, okay.
And you slowly see her start to like
Fair
reinflate.
enough.
Sponge up.
Oh, well, okay. Well, it was, again, nice to meet you.
Of course. Is there anywhere I can help you get faster?
No, well, actually, I do have these wheels now.
Right.
I'm gonna go try and figure out how to attach them to my feet.
I think Repot hears this. Because Repot, anytime someone is like, I want to get someplace faster, Repot's, not ears per se. It doesn't really have ears, but it does begin paying attention at least a little bit. And Repot says, query, assistance?
Assistance accepted.
And I think Repot, basically, wherever Trinket's gonna go, like, Repot holds out one of the appendages, like, towards one of the wheels, basically to try and it says, give. So it can try and inspect one of them, at least, so it can kind of start analyzing it, basically. I think wherever Trinket's about to go, I think the Repot is probably about to follow.
Okay. Yeah. I give you one of the wheels, and then I say, come on, let's go to, my home. Which is basically just the junkyard, but I have a nice little hut.
And Repot basically, I don't think Repot says acknowledge and begins basically walking wherever you're gonna go. Essentially, I think that's, I imagine that's away from the cafe, wherever it's gonna be.
The 2 heaps of junk leaving Dazzle Bright Station. Finally,
At last.
Finally.
Which does just leave Dazzle Bright and face down Zipper.
Alright, I gotta deliver mail. Bye, Mr. Squirrel.
Yep. See you later.
And she bolts off.
Wait, do you have any for me?
No!
Oh.
Oh my gosh. All right. Gorgeous. In this moment, is there anything actively that people want to do in the directions that they've gone? So we can kind of go down the line. Dazzle, is there anything that you would like to take from this scene and carry it on forward?
No. I'm not sure how to answer that.
That's fine. Zipper.
I don't think so. I'm gonna ask if I can give myself a harmony for ignoring the people and rehydrating.
Yes, absolutely.
That feels like
There we go.
self-care.
Yeah,
It
fair,
does feel
fair.
like self-care.
Especially given her compulsive nature to interact with people.
Tour?
To be in conversation.
Good job.
All right, Repot, and Trinket.
Well, I definitely want to continue this scene where we end up at the junkyard. Well, Repot's stated objective at the beginning of the episode was find materials. I think a junkyard is probably an excellent place to begin that search. So yeah, I think Repot's excited about this.
All right.
and Trinket is just gonna kind of bring Repot along and maybe introduce Repot to the owner of the junkyard and be like, do you know anything about this type of machinery and how to, maintain it? Kind of having that kind of conversation.
Yeah. So we're just gonna say Charles works at the junkyard. He's the one who oversees and makes sure that nobody's getting into any trouble. Gotta make sure the kiddos stay safe. I don't want them cutting themselves on any of the sharp metal edges or getting an infection on any of the wires that are loose and prone to poke into fleshy skin.
The sign does say it's not a playground.
Yeah. Not a playground.
We're a hard hat.
That's instead of like the keep out sign, it just says not a playground. No, I don't think that I have. What are you?
Designation, RepairBot 057.
All right.
I think Repot doesn't necessarily need someone to give him, stuff. I think Repot just wants to take a look around. I think if nobody stops Repot, I think Repot is just going to start making its way over to the piles of junk. So it can start kind of... And as it does so, it says analyzing.
Yeah.
And it just kind of starts going through, whatever is there, I think.
Yeah. Well,
Unless somebody says stop, I don't think Repot is going to not do that.
well, he's your friend, so have at it, I guess.
Okay, thanks. We'll swing by later if you need anything, or just come find us, I guess.
And with that, he sits back down in his recliner chair, kicks his feet up on a barrel, and tips his hat over his eyes, intending to take an afternoon snooze.
Nice. I think Repot finds like, I mean, it's the trash, right? But there's
Yes.
got to be some kind of like wood or some kind of structural stuff. I think whatever it finds, it starts holding basically above its head with like one or two of the arms essentially. I think it starts just kind of collecting things that it thinks it might need later. I think if nobody stops it, it's gonna get like heavier and heavier and heavier. It's gonna start moving slower and slower and slower, but it's getting like, it's starting to pick up a lot of stuff.
Repot, if you want, we have some space over by my hut. You can keep all your things so you don't have to carry them all the time.
Navigate.
Okay, just follow me. It's right over here. And we just kind of toddle over our way over towards Trinket's hut. It's very much a hut made of old scrap wood and like some metal.
Scrap wood and metal, you say? I think Repot is very interested in this location just as a place to like source material and stuff. I think that Repot is probably like, I think Repot, like as it starts putting things down, one of the things it puts down is like, it's like a stake, it's like a piece of wood. I think it's beginning to assemble essentially like a second hut. Basically, it's like an extension.
Yeah.
You know, like
An
you know,
in-law suite.
There's there's already stuff that's standing here. I think Repot at some point bumps into it and it starts like leaning over a little bit,
no.
but it catches it and it like straightens it out again, and it manages to find something to like prop it up temporarily as it begins to start doing its plans. I think the Repot is very happy with this location in terms of like, and I don't know if it has like an emotion expression sort of thing, but it is definitely animated. It's got 12% battery. It is feeling on top of the world. It has never felt this good. And so I think it's beginning to assemble sort of its own workshop, sort of adjacent to the structure that's already there. But I think it's not leaving the hut alone. I think as it, it finds it a little bit shaky. I think it's gonna start trying to make sure it's actually affixed to the ground. It takes out a hammer and like gets some stakes into the ground. I think it starts leaving materials on the ground in the place where I think it's going to start assembling them. And maybe at some point it finds a piece of paper and a pencil or something, or some not a piece of paper in the trash can. It was probably a newspaper or something. But it finds something. It starts like drawing like plans and stuff. And I think it shows it to Trinket at one point, being like, confirm?
And Trinket, looking at it, just realizes he's working on building like a place for him to live next to Trinket. And Trinket looks at Repot and says, "Well, I guess this makes us neighbors." And Trinket holds out his hand.
Greeting,
shake,
neighbor.
and they shake.
It's a really interesting sort of shake, I think, because of Repot, the way that it articulates.
How it hinges.
Yeah, so there's like a little kind of a jolt at like one end where like you would kind of expected it to go down, but
Yeah.
it kind of just gets caught and like it tips Repot forward a little bit, and then you let go and he kind of snaps back, or it snaps back to how it was before.
It's like
But I think
magnets on the end of each hand.
yeah, exactly. And then I think Repot this is Repot's goal. I think is to begin assembling an actual structure. I think in particular one thing that Repot is looking for is like an official charging station. I don't know if there's actual like electricity. I don't think that Tine is electrified, right? I think that's going to be one of the things that Repot is going to really have to figure out. Because before there was like charging stations at the construction site. There's just charging stations,
Yeah.
They kick you off after 15 minutes for wasting company time. But there you have them, at least. And here they don't. So I think that is probably going to be one of the things that Repot really starts focusing on figuring out next. But I think in the meantime, just being able to assemble just a covered area, I think is going to be the priority. But I think Repot is definitely just kind of like, you can hear like a little whistle as he walks through the different areas of the junk heap or whatever. Every time it finds something fun, it says "take." You can just hear it off in the distance, just saying "take" regularly, and dumping stuff back at where the hut is.
Gorgeous. Do our neighbors want to reward each other rapport?
Yeah. Here we go. Thank you.
I think that establishes trust living in close proximity
I
to
think
each other.
so. You know,
All
we never
right.
figured out your wheels situation.
We can work on that once you're finished with your house.
Yeah, I think Repot did forget a little bit about the wheels.
Repot got
Why
excited.
they
when
went
it
to
when
the
it
junkyard.
saw the stuff, it was like, oh my god. I think that we'll save that for another scene though, or wheels at some point. You said you want to fix it to. Are your bits connected in any way?
They're just kind of held together by like magic. Pretty much magic, yeah. just
So, like,
energy.
Actually,
Do you need to affix the wheels to yourself?
Because the wheels don't have any sort of. Well, they might have some sort of sentimental.
I don't know. Have you tried looking?
I
at
haven't.
it?
I haven't tried for that yet. There was a whirlwind back there.
literally.
Like, literally.
All right, let us pivot back to Supernova. We're Dazzle. What are you up to back at Supernova?
Dazzle steps back in and says, "All right, mission accomplished. Meet 3 people. If you call them people," kind of just like talking to themselves, and turns to Groke, who's this like bubbly frog folk who often works the register, and says, "Groke, if you see a jellyfish named Zipper, come in here, offer them a free drink. Say it's on the house, don't say it's on me."
Oh, of course. Sure thing. Jellyfish. Yes.
Yes, jellyfish, roller derby gear, the like.
Perfecto. Anything else, boss?
No, and you don't have to call me boss, only Butteroy and Caldril do.
Affirmative. And she goes back to just prestidigitating various drinks. There's a couple customers in the cafe at this time. It's kind of a peaceful, serene ambiance. Not too much chatter going on.
Just the way I like it.
Some might say it's sort of dead, but at the price your drinks are at, this is just fine.
Yes, it is.
And at this point, you also see Butteroy sweeping the dirt back out of the door that had previously been swept in.
Mediocre job, Butteroy. And I give him a thumbs up.
He kind of grins a little bit suspicious of you and continues on his way. The doorbell rings, or the bell on the door rings. Not a doorbell. As it opens and an Owlin woman walks in. Good day, Dazzle. Good to see you. Have you seen a jellyfish girl rolling around? Zipper is her name.
Yes, actually, I have.
Oh, wonderful. Where is she at?
No clue.
Oh, less than wonderful.
Right.
Well,
She kind of just zipped off in one direction.
she does have a tendency to do that. Well, I might as well have a drink while I'm here. Any specials today?
Let's see. And we walk over towards the counter to where Groke is, and I point at the, like, billboard behind Groke. And I say, the owl was asking for the specials.
Oh, yes, of course. So we have a lavender matcha latte, and that is with a specialty honey, locally sourced. And then we also have a hot honey. Yes, I know it sounds funny. A latte. Just trying it out. Again, locally sourced honey and chili peppers. Just from the community garden.
Don't forget, right down there at the bottom, the lilac mana potion.
Ah, yes, the lilac mana potion, which is quite a refreshing topper of the day.
I like it iced.
Yes, it is recommended to be iced. And what will you have? The hot honey sounds intriguing. I'll have one of those. And very quickly, Groke turns around and starts prepping the drink.
It's okay. You can get back to the register. I'll take care of this.
Very well.
If you haven't noticed already, Dazzle much prefers not to interact with customers and does most of the non-speaking elements of being a barista. And so Dazzle goes ahead and presses the button to grind the beans, and then puts a couple of like coffee shot glasses underneath the machine. Waits for things to pour, steams some milk, mixes things together, throws it on ice. I don't remember what you ordered. And then pours it in a cup and brings it on over to the owl.
Oh, thank you, my dear. Any thought of when Zipper would show up? Does she come in here often?
Well, she said she didn't have mail for me, but maybe she has mail for the cafe?
I could write a letter.
Ding! The door chimes. This is me forcing you to enter this.
Oh, got it. Hi, Mr. Squirrel Man.
Oh, Zipper!
Yeah, no, hi, owl
Just
lady.
who I was looking for.
Okay, but I'm delivering a letter, Mr. Squirrel. Here you go. She skates over.
Okay,
And passes you a
no
letter.
skating in the cafe, please.
Oh, it would take me so long to take these
Oh,
off.
God.
There's tile floors, it'll be fine.
I take it, and it seems to be addressed to the cafe itself.
Yes.
And
I got it from down the street. So I picked it up when I came down.
oh, okay, great. Yeah, I was just about to ask why you didn't have any for me earlier, but I suppose this is fine. Thank you. This lovely owl was just looking for you.
Oh, hi. Have we met?
Hello, my name is Dahlia.
Hello, Miss Dahlia.
No, we have not, but I've heard plenty about you, and I have a favor to ask.
Okay.
I would like you to go out of town on a little bit of a trip. Deliver something. Well, actually, retrieve something. Do you do that sort?
Oh, well, is there someone postaging something to you? I normally only deliver from here to other places.
Well, what if I wrote a letter to this location and then had them return an object?
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Perfect.
As long as it's postage to you when I get there, then I can bring it back. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Perfect.
A little bit weird, but that's all right. But I do have a surcharge for leaving the city limits.
Oh, that shouldn't be an issue. Anyways, we are supposed to be going out to Legato Lake. Do you go that far?
Yeah, isn't that the one that's in the corner?
Yes.
Yeah, I was just there.
Oh, wonderful. So then you already know where it's at. Well,
Yeah, but
I have a friend, Harold.
it's on the other side of the lake?
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's outside the city limits, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. So I have a friend, Harold. He's an artificer. He's been working on something for me. I'd like that delivered.
Okay. Get the letter?
Here is the money.
Okay.
And do you have a napkin, dear? Turning to Dazzle.
Yes, I've got plenty.
She takes one of them. And a pencil?
I suppose. Has been in my boot, though, but...
That's no problem.
Here you
I've
go.
dealt with worse.
Here you go.
And she snatches it from you, scribbles just very quickly on the napkin, illegibly, folds it up. licks it, hands it to Zipper.
Licks the napkin.
Yes.
I guess that is a letter of sorts. Okay. Got it, Miss Dahlia. When do you need to buy?
As soon as possible. Post haste, please.
All right. Don't get pushy. Yeah. Unless somebody else is gonna stop Zipper, she's gonna dash off to the lake.
All right. So, with Zipper starting to dash off on the lake, we are actually going to go off into intermission. So, so we're gonna go off into an intermission with our hearts full and our friends by our side. As the scene drifts off into an afternoon of expedient work. We too will drift off for a short intermission. In our absence, please take care of yourselves. Grab a snack, drink some water, and have a little stretch. We will be back in 15 minutes, and a timer will count us down. All right, and we are back after a brief intermission. I just have to keep saying things so that they're true. We're having fun, right?
Yeah,
We're having so
this
much
time I don't have to make it up.
All right, so right before we went on intermission, we had a run-in with Dahlia, who sent Zipper on a 2-day trek to Legato Lake.
I didn't do the math.
So Zipper, as you start to zoom off on your way out of town, it hits you.
Yeah, I got my lakes mixed up. I consulted my map, and this will take me about 2 days to get there. So I should probably prep a little bit more than just, zoom it off. So I'll go back into town and get some things together.
I definitely did not talk about this during the break to clarify what was going on.
I got my lakes mixed up.
To clarify, you probably weren't there this morning.
No, I was at the other lake that's close by.
Oh,
Yes, so Poco Pond is the pond that is in town. And there are people who fish on it, but that is right next to the other cafe.
Competition.
That maybe who
there's
that's
no
from the other letter is from. Cafe to cafe. I don't know. I don't read people's mail.
Hate mail.
You don't read people's mail?
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's just an advertisement. It's something to everyone.
A targeted ad.
But yeah, we haven't established exactly where either this cafe is or the junkyard. So I'm just gonna say that you are passing the junkyard as you turn around, realizing that you got your lakes mixed up, and probably we'll have to get ready before you leave town.
Yeah, and
Whoa.
I did just give away my all-terrain wheels, so I might need them back. I'm wearing my normal speedy wheels. I need the all-terrain wheels to really get the roads. Yeah, on the roads between towns. They're not as well kept as the roads here.
But we are going to stay in the cafe because Dahlia is going to continue sipping her drink and chatting with Dazzle for just a bit. Well, thank you for this, Dazzle. I do hope that they'll be all right.
yeah, I'm sure everything will turn out fine.
Well, I say that because, you've heard about what's happening up on the road, right?
I don't think I have.
Oh, well, there's been an obstruction. There's been some reports coming into town. Something with the miasma, but unsure.
The what asthma?
The miasma?
Yes, that was my way of asking. What is that?
Oh, you know, the collective consciousness of all of our emotions for all of the people of Prismatichrome.
Of course, I forgot. That's on me.
Yes,
My
the
bad.
miasma. You know all about the miasma. We live in this world, and we all deal with it on a daily basis.
Yep, except for me, my what is it? Miasma doesn't come off of me. I'm different.
Interesting. You should have that looked out at.
Ooh, I don't think I will.
Alright. Anyways, there's something up on the road. So I hope they're gonna be okay.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They're a jellyfish.
But it is an
Jellyfish.
important task. I did send them on this mission, rightfully, you think? I didn't just send them into danger willy-nilly for no reason.
I mean, they've got off-roading gear. They could just go around it. Is that true?
I suppose so, although the details of the obstruction are quite hazy. Not much news has been traveling this way as of late.
Ooh, is no one checking it out?
Well, you could.
That's funny.
Is it?
No, it isn't.
Oh. Well, this is a lovely conversation. How was your day, Dazzle?
Oh, it's going great. I met 3 people.
Wow.
2 of them weren't people.
Wait, what?
Well, I met Zipper. Yes, we
Mhm.
both met Zipper. And then I met... Gosh. And then they pull out the note in their boots. And it says, Repot and... Oh, my handwriting is so bad. Hold on. Tinker. Yes, Tinker. Of
Tinker.
course. Have you met them?
Oh, Trinket.
Right.
Yes. Trinket has lent me a screwdriver multiple times now. It's been very handy to have them in town.
Wow, how many screwdrivers do you need?
Well, well. One is off to misplace their tools. As somebody as brilliant as me, of course.
Yeah, I can see that.
Anyways, you should stop in the shop sometime. I'm sure I could spin up some sort of contraption to make your cafe better.
Sure, I mean, I'm free the rest of the day. We could head... Is there anyone else there?
Gris, but she's in the back of the workshop.
Okay,
Kind
yeah.
of secluding herself.
Not-
I'm not sure. She really hasn't been talking much lately.
Oh, that's okay. I do well with people that don't talk much. But if you would like to head over, like, after you've finished up your cup, I'm down as well.
Sure, you should grab Trinket and Repot on your way. I think they would love to see the workshop. I've been meaning to invite them over.
Well, they said something about going to the junkyard. I'm sure they're busy.
Perfect! You can grab them on your way.
How about I head over to your workshop and you meet up with them?
And she's like out the door.
Okay.
You're being railroaded.
That's completely fair.
It's like that scene in an anime where like you're having a conversation, the camera's panning, and then all of a sudden it pans over to just like the empty seat.
Yeah.
And then over to the door, and then the bell rings as it closes behind them.
It's like in Pokemon where they ask you a question that's yes or no, and either one leads you to the same answer.
Yes. Yep. All right. So Dahlia has left your cafe.
Oh, right. I grab my gloves and my, like, feathered traveling hat and put them on. And I say, Grok, you're in charge. Make sure the others don't get up to anything, not nefarious, but, you know, things that aren't good for business. And I'm off.
They give you an assertive nod and then a salute.
Amazing. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early as always.
Mm-hmm.
And then I head off, making my way towards the junkyard.
Like,
All right.
Grudgingly towards
Yeah,
the-
dragging
Grudgingly
your
towards
feet.
it.
Yes.
And so the first person you will run into is Zipper
I-
outside the junkyard.
Yes, good. Okay, because I'm not stepping foot inside the junkyard. That is disgusting.
Oh, hey, how's it going,
Oh boy.
Mr. Squirrel? I'm
Hey.
looking for. Remember those two little robots, or those like metal people that we met?
Oh.
I can't seem to find them. This junkyard's kind of
Why are you looking
confusing.
for them?
'Cause
I'm looking for them too.
because I gave them. Okay, so I gave them the wrong wheels. I have the old ones, but I accidentally gave them my all-terrain wheels.
Mhm.
They've got little. What the heck
They've
are
got
they called?
treads?
Treads. They do have treads on them, so that I can like grip the in less
Right.
secure ground better. Yeah.
Oh, Dahlia told me to tell you something.
Yeah, what's that?
She wants to send you on a quest. When you're heading towards the lake, you have to be wary that there's a big cloud of miasma there.
Oh, okay. Do you know where on the road? Did
Nope.
you say? Okay, I'll check with
Yeah,
her
I
first.
don't have a map. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay, yeah. Well, are you going in?
Oh no, I'll stand out here, thank you. But if you can grab them, she wants us to meet at her workshop. All
Oh.
four of us.
Oh, okay. Sure, man. Why not? All right. Zipper's just gonna roll through the junkyard, hopping over anything that's on the ground that might be in her way. Just yelling for them. Repot! Trinket!
I think the antenna on Repot like suddenly does a little jerking motion as it tries to triangulate the sound.
It's like a satellite dish.
Yeah, exactly. A little satellite dish basically go to face the direction where the sound is coming from. And it kind of, I think it stops what it's doing in order to and it says, "Oh, please stand by." And I think it doesn't drop what it's doing. It just like puts it down like onto the ground, and I think it begins making its way in the direction of where the sound was coming from. Although admittedly the sound might be moving its position very quickly. So as it starts making its way to where it last heard the thing, like from behind, Zipper ends up coming up just because of how fast they change position.
Dazzle's kind of like rubbing their sinuses from the yelling that's going on.
Dazzle, would you like to give yourself harmony?
Sure. For what? For going out and meeting people?
Yes, and then begrudgingly meeting them again.
Yes, I will gladly give myself harmony. Thank you.
Do I eventually find either Repot or Trinket?
I mean, yeah, there's nothing. This is not a
Oh,
challenge.
that's fair. Yeah, okay. Oh, hi. Hey, I never knew there was a house back here. You've never had mail delivered.
Oh, not many people know I live in the junk. But
I don't think
not
many people know you live at all. But hi.
No, that's fair. Hi, what's going on? Are you okay?
Yeah, so I accidentally gave you the wrong wheels,
Oh.
and she'll take out the other set of wheels. See how those have the little treads in them? I need those because I'm going out of town.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Here, you can have these ones. They're like worn
Oh, I
down.
think
They're like little nubs of wheels at this
I
point.
have 7, but I think Repot has the other one.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna need that
these
back.
ones
It's
that you
okay.
just gave me, they have a lot of energy attached to them.
Oh yeah, I wore them for those like 6 years. I'm pretty sure. And then when I started sparking, whenever I would hit metal, I was like, this is enough. I need to stop.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Fire hazards, I understand.
yeah, it's yeah, true. Also, I was just grinding my, skate. It's fine. So she'll like she just like pops them off. They're like not screwed on in any way. She just like pops off the old wheels and puts the new ones on, and then tosses the other one in her little bag. Yeah. So you and then I don't know where Repot went. Where's Repot?
Navigate.
Oh, there. Hi.
Repot kind of makes its way around the corner. It's not moving very fast. Repot does not move very fast at all. But it does kind of like sort of jerk its way over towards where everybody is congregated at this time. And it says, "Greeting."
Hi. So, the Mr. Squirrel said that that you two and myself should go to Dahlia's workshop because you're like the new worker people, builder, trinket, construction people, and then workshops is like like she makes like inventions and whatnot. So she thought it would be like cool to see him. Oh, and Mr. Squirrel will be there, so that'll be fun.
Yeah.
No.
Tricket's conflicted about how they feel about Mr. Squirrel.
Understandably. I think, well, you haven't finished putting the last wheel on, right? I think Repot says correction and holds out the last.
Oh yes, thank you. I forgot.
Holds out the
She
last
pops
wheel.
off the last one, puts it on.
There we go. Well, Repot is ready to go anywhere, but just not very quickly.
That's fine by well, I mean that's not fine by me. I'll just
Yeah.
have to wait once I get there.
Well, I guess we're off.
Zipper's there like a full 15 minutes early, just waiting.
You zip by me.
Yeah. The breeze
And you're just like,
blows.
I got him!
All right, and so then the three of you are reunited, Repot, Trinket, and Dazzle Bright, as you make your way over to Dahlia's workshop. You know where it's at. Everyone knows where everything is in this small town. So her workshop is quite a humble structure. Nothing too exciting about it. It is made of corrugated tin. It is kind of like a warehouse type of shape, so just big rectangle, with the large windows up on the second floor. And as you push open the double set of corrugated metal doors, you enter a echoey space where there are rows of shelves and work tables, lots of strange contraptions hanging from the ceiling. In particular, quite a few variations of vehicles with wings and propellers.
Repot is very interesting.
Yes. Walls are covered in all sorts of tools and half-finished projects. There are lots of tarps thrown over various piles of things, boxes full of random metal parts. It resembles a lot of the junkyard, just slightly more organized. And Dahlia has goggles pulled over her eyes, and she has a blowtorch that she is currently pressing to a chunk of metal already at work.
Zipper gets really close to what she's doing and like looks at it really intently. Very intrigued.
Welding
sorry,
torch?
Yes.
Oh boy. Is there an after image on your vision for like the next 5 minutes?
Yeah. So you're like blinded by the light of the blowtorch. And she is startled. She jumps up, she turns the torch off immediately, throws her hood up, and she goes, "Oh, wonderful, my dear. So, wow, you are so quickly. I honestly was expecting you to take longer. I thought I would get some more time in. Anyways, welcome to my shop. I'm glad that you were able to see it."
Thank you for having us. So I'm gonna say that Zipper actually closed her eyes to look at the welding, and because her entire body is translucent,
Yeah.
it was like a little like shield from the light, so she could see through like the translucence of her eyelids.
It's like a welding mask.
Yeah.
Well, shall I give you a tour?
Yeah, that'd be great. These are the other people, by the way.
And points back to
Report.
the people like at
Trinket.
the entrance still.
Dazzle. Nice to see you again. Well, over here is my workstation, and over there is a second workstation. These are shelves of various projects that I'm currently working on, just in various stages of completion. This one I'm very proud of, and she pulls out just like honestly, no one has any idea what this is. There's a lot of appendages kind of flopping around off of a base of something, and she just kind of shakes it, and you see all the appendages kind of flop around a bit, and she puts it back on the shelf.
Zipper, that one kind of looks like you.
Yeah, I know. It gives me the ick.
I think Repot also looks at it. It was like, it's also close to Repot a little bit. I feel like. I don't know. I think Repot is not less ick about it, and more interested. I think Repot is trying to understand. I think Repot might be being like, query plans.
Oh no, nothing of the sort. It's all in here. And she points at her head.
Oh.
Just in the noggin. Anyways, and up there are all of the flying contraptions. She lets out a sigh and just kind of looks at them a little longingly. Kind of pauses. Well, anyways, that's the tour.
Repot says, status report.
Flying?
Well, yes. I can fly myself, but it's been a long-term passion of mine to grant the magic of flight to others as well.
I think Repot is like, Repot says processing. I think Repot is definitely thinking about like how it would be so much easier if Repot could just fly places, for sure.
I can't quite seem to get them to work, though. They move glide.
Yeah, well, I can too, so.
Yes,
Huh? You can fly?
I suppose so.
Glide.
Oh.
Ah, yes, but Dazzle, your cafe.
Yeah.
Tell me, what can we work on?
Oh, I thought you said you had something for me.
I have ideas,
Okay.
yes.
Well, I could use a new dehydrating machine for the tea leaves.
Wonderful. Yes. Anything else?
Ooh, do you know, you know those things that roll across the floor and they kind of like clean things up on their own? That would be nice.
Ooh, a cleaning bot.
Yes. I wouldn't want to put Butteroy out of a job, though. But I suppose it would clean up a lot of his messes.
And she's like furiously just jotting down on a random piece of paper that she's pulled off of a piece of like just a shelf.
Now, Dahlia, I do have to say, I did ask if there was anyone else here, and I think I did explicitly state that I didn't want to have to interact with others this evening.
Oh! Who's here?
What? The...
Yeah, but you
You-
invited us.
Yeah,
Well, because I had to.
but then, wait.
You seem like you just
You
wanted
did
to
this
invite
to-
us.
Yeah.
I didn't want to invite you.
Well, I mean, like, it's great to see you. You're like, again, remember, you got really cool clothes. You got shinies, and then you're like, you're just kind of really like fluffy air about you.
Yeah, I think you're great too. Maybe like a
Thanks.
7 out of 10.
Thanks. I'll take a 7 out of 10.
You hear a bunch
That's
of
above average.
clattering of metal. As you see, Dahlia is on the other side of a shelf, just pulling a bunch of things together. And she whips together. She has a curtain and a bunch of rods that she straps together.
Nice.
And it kind of looks like one of those portable dressing rooms. And she puts it around you, Dazzle. Oh, does that suffice?
Wait,
well,
hold on. No, I'm gonna.
they can't see my splendor now, so that's also a problem.
Oh! And she flings the curtains open. Well, I don't see what the problem is then.
Okay, let's get on with it.
I'm gonna give Dazzle a report because you complimented me. You complimented me back, which I was not expecting.
Thank you.
Love it.
I think Repot has a request, which I think Repot says, query, charging?
Charging. Ooh, that is an interesting suggestion.
I think if Repot is trying to figure out what is a pretty regular source of energy. Like one option is solar panels. That's kind of a very common one. One option is wind power. And if we're thinking about any person here who tends to be going around from place to place super, super fast, perhaps there would be some mechanism by which we could harness that energy.
Perhaps.
Perhaps by utilizing some of the flying contraptions.
Or
on the
perhaps
ceiling.
using some of the propellers from the flying contraptions on the ceiling in order to sort of reverse engineer some of that kind of energy and power and instead use it to charge it. I don't know what the status is of like how common batteries are. I mean, like, I know in the city there's going to be plenty of infrastructure for robots. I feel like in a small town like Tine, unless there's other robots here, probably not.
Yeah.
But
Should-
I do.
Sorry, go ahead.
But I do like the idea of like, well, hold on. There's like a whole bunch of propellers. We've got a person who moves around super fast. Wouldn't it be cool if we could like have some kind of system by which we harness the energy that you're already kind of naturally using to get around?
And Dahlia did mention that she was going to think about making a vacuum robot,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
which would need some kind of charge, I
Right.
imagine,
Or magic.
or magic.
Or magic.
Yeah.
But hey, maybe magic.
So Dahlia zooms over to you, Repot, and grabs your leg hands.
Yes, the appendages, the
The
limbs.
appendages. Grabs two of them. She goes, thank you, my dear. Finally, a challenge. I will get to work right away. And she like runs off and starts again clanking of metal. She starts pulling things apart. You see she whips the helmet back down, pulls out the blowtorch, and she starts working again.
Dahlia?
She seems a little distracted.
I'm sure she called us all here for something.
Oh yeah, didn't you want to wait? I need to make this delivery soon. You said right away. Why did you call? Well, first of all, why did you call me here? If you needed me to go somewhere. Hello.
As you start waving, she like whips the mask back up. The torch goes off. She goes, what was that, my dear?
You needed me to go to go make that delivery, but then you also asked me to be here, so I'm confused.
Oh,
Why?
right. Sorry, my mind is a bit frazzled lately.
tell.
Yes, please make the delivery. Oh, but Dazzle had reminded me in our conversation earlier, there might be a little slight complication. There's been an obstruction on the road.
Oh, right. Where on the? Do you know where on the road so I can plan for it?
Just outside of town, I think.
Just outside of town.
Yes.
Nobody's done anything about it.
Well,
disaster
what is
waiting
there
to
to do?
happen.
Just avoid it.
Okay, I can avoid it. Okay, just outside of town, which means I'll probably want to go south and then cut back up through Chorus to get to. Yeah, okay. I can do
Oh, chorus! Actually, oh my goodness, thank you for mentioning it.
that.
I have something else that I'd like you to get at chorus.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And Largo while you're at it. Gosh, where is my head lately?
Hold on. Let me take out my map. Okay. So if I head down to Chorus, and then I can go. Oh, Largo.
Honestly, the three of you should go with her. This might be a bit larger of a task than I originally sized it to be.
I don't know if we're fast enough for that.
Oh, I can. Well, my all-terrains aren't as fast as my
I can lend you a
in
wagon.
wagon. Never been on a wagon before.
No, you would be pulling us in the wagon.
Oh, I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah, do you get purchased in the rollerblades? Oh no.
No.
Well, the pulling is gonna work.
Yes. Well, okay. So, this. I have been working on a secret project for the Meashams, and I didn't want to tell anybody yet because we weren't finalized with the details. But that's what all of this is for. I need you to pick up a couple things. You're going to have to go to Chorus to purchase some cord. It's special cord, not anything that I have here in my shop. Then in Largo for fuel, which could help me with your battery situation, Report. And then at Lagata Lake, you're going to meet Harold. He's been working on a piece for me. The main body, he's an artificer, so he does a lot of metalworking. A little bit more advanced than what I can do here at my shop. Yes. I think that's all.
The cord, like Repot, when Repot hears cord, it reaches into, like, it opens up a panel and it takes out, because Repot kind of carries rope
Yeah.
on it at all times, basically. In fact, it's using several pieces of it right now to hold parts of itself together. So it takes out like a cord and like brandishes it or offers it and says like, give.
Oh dear, no, that will not do. It has to be a special cord. It has to withstand a great amount of force.
Okay, and Repot puts it back into the thing. It was
I do appreciate your enthusiasm, though, Report. I'm sure we can put that to use somewhere.
Yeah, if we go, we'll be slow, basically.
Oh yeah, well
That's
I
the
can't
main
carry
thing.
all those things at once, so I'm gonna need something to help me out.
Yeah.
That or I do like 1 to 1 to 1, and that's just gonna take way too long.
Well, hence the wagon, my dear.
Okay.
You can
so
carry it all in the wagon. A simple invention. Not my own, of
Yeah, I've
course.
never driven a wagon before. Has anybody here driven a wagon before?
Repot raises an appendage because, especially like on a construction site, I think that Repot is definitely used to like heavy loads, like stuff that it can't just carry itself. It definitely has experience moving a wagon. I think Repot raises his appendage and like puts it down slightly, and then again, like because it's thinking about like it because pulling a wagon is hard, right? And this is gonna take a while, but it totally can pull a wagon. 100% it can pull a wagon, but it's definitely considering some complications that might arise from just like the Repot is not very fast. Basically, we can get things there. It'll just take a bit of time.
Well, I'm sure that the Meekums would be able to lend you a horse. This is a favor for them, of course.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're willing to lend us a horse. I mean,
They're
can we get
honestly
2
quite
horses?
desperate, to
I
be
just want to make sure the
honest.
pace is fast enough for me. I don't want to be. Well, I will be, circling the wagon if it comes to that, but that's fine.
We're probably gonna have to ask them about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if they have 2 horses.
I would actually prefer unicorns if you have any.
You'll have to talk to the Meekums.
All right.
Where's this wagon? Or I guess Repot says, navigate wagon.
She looks at you quizzically at first, and she goes, yes, right this way. And she will trail to the back of the warehouse, where you see a smaller person with multicolored hair hunched over a drawing desk. Just very, very distracted, drawing lots of very tedious straight lines across the page. Shh. Very quiet now, but it is this way. And she continues on further into the very, very, very back of the warehouse, where she pulls a tarp off of a wagon. Wagon! It's all yours for as long as you need.
I think Repot figures it. Well, it's like, is it, how do you pull it? Is it just like there's 2 sticks basically?
It's a
It's
horse-drawn
a horse-drawn
wagon.
thing. We're gonna have to we might want to get the horses first before we try and move this wagon, right? So I think Repot says, acknowledge, and then I don't know. We should probably figure out a way to actually get the horses here, I suppose.
Is it one with 2 wheels or 4 wheels, and does it have a tarp?
It has 4 wheels.
Okay.
And yes, it has a tarp. Covering, you're
Yeah.
asking? Yeah, it has a covering.
It's like a covered wagon.
Okay.
Yes.
We're gonna Oregon Trail this
Yeah,
mother.
there
We're
we
gonna
go.
Oregon Trail
I
this,
wonder if I
yes.
have dysentery now.
I would if it were me. Anybody.
Finding transportation is not the challenge here.
Cool.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Oh, but before we leave Dahlia, Trinket is gonna take the ring out of his pocket and kind of hold it up in the air and go, Dahlia, I feel like this belongs to you. Is this yours?
Oh my goodness. Yes, thank you. Where did you find this?
It was in the amphitheater. I was cleaning up after the show last night.
Oh dear me. I really don't know where. How. Oh, anyways. Oh,
Came off your
thank
finger while you
you.
were clapping. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, the memory from the ring. I can see it a little bit. So
Nice.
That's cool.
And she takes it from you and she puts it on. And you see that she's rubbing it a little bit. And she kind of like, her face kind of goes a little somber for a moment. And she goes, well, anything else, just do let me know. But yes, the Meekums will be able to help you with a horse.
All right.
Well,
Off to the Meekums.
What
then.
kind of fuel? Do we know?
for a
Repot says,
horse.
query, fuel?
Hey.
Hi.
No. What would you call it if not hey? Hey?
Hi.
Okay.
I know what you're
Come
saying.
on. You got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Food for horses.
Oh,
Fuel.
Got it. Like grains.
Yes.
Okay.
Also known
Hey.
as. Yeah.
Hi.
Okay.
Great.
Is that the kind of fuel we're trying to pick up?
oh no,
Well,
it's
we're
a
not all
specialty fuel
robots.
that is made only in Largo. It's a major city, so they have lots of these newfangled technologies. I don't quite know what it is, just that it's for all the machines there in the city.
Got it. Machine fuel. But we also need horse fuel. Probably. A little
Most
bit.
likely.
All right. Off to the Meekums.
Dahlia, one question.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why do I have to go? I mean, I understand these are robots, they'll take care of the tech stuff. And then there's the delivery person who, of course, their job is to deliver things. I already have a job, and I'm quite fine here in time.
Well, I suppose you don't have to. Although I'd be very sad.
It would be fun.
Okay,
You
yep.
could meet those 5 total people.
Hey, how do you know about
You
this?
talk loudly.
You literally said it out loud while you were writing it down here.
Alright, I'll go.
I think we need a business person anyways to haggle if we need to. I don't know how to do that.
Awesome. I can do that. That's one thing I can do. Actually, it's one of the many things I can do, but... You got my sword.
And my skates.
There you go.
Well, goodbye now.
Yeah.
Bye, Dahlia.
What was the name of the people we're trying to see?
The Meekums.
Meekums.
If I just zip over to the Meekums and tell them our story, can I come back with horses? Let's get us on the road.
Yeah, let's get us on the
Um,
road.
In theory, however, intentionally, the Meekums are gonna have some information
Oh,
that's
okay,
gonna be
okay, okay,
important
okay,
for the
yeah,
story.
Cool.
Slide
Cool.
cut to the
There we go.
Yes.
Repot stumbling
Choose-
up the stairs
Zipper
trying to get
and Zipper
into their door.
roller dancing on the sidewalk outside of the Meekums waiting for y'all.
Yeah.
And it's mostly because I want to give you information about the state of the Meekums.
Sure.
So as you arrive at the orchard, which is the where the Meekums live and work, they have tended the orchard for generations. You first run into Cleffa. Repot, you remember Cleffa? She did your interview.
Oh. Fair enough.
But as you arrive at the orchard, you do notice that Cleffa seems a little down. Not her normal exuberant self. She sees you, picks herself up, and then waves. And she goes, Report! It's good to see you again, as if she's putting on a face.
Greeting.
Who are all of your friends?
Not friends.
I think Repot doesn't. I think Repot's gonna let them introduce themselves. Honestly, Repot will like point at Trinket first, probably, and be like,
Hi, I'm Trinket. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Trinket. Claffer.
Zipper, you've seen me a couple times delivering your mail.
Ah, yes. Zipper, nice to finally officially meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Greetings, Clefamicum. The name's Dazzle, Dazzle Bright, Brite, and I run Supernova in town. Only the best cafe
Ah,
there
I've never
is.
been in. I'll try to pay you a visit.
I would appreciate that.
But nice to meet you, Dazzle. What can I owe the pleasure of this visit, everyone?
We're going on a trip.
Yeah, we are going on a trip for Dahlia. She said that we're gonna, we have to pick stuff up from other places. She wrote me letters to deliver to those places, so it's official. Because I'm not normally a non-pickup person. We're gonna go deliver a letter so we can pick stuff up.
Yes, thank goodness. We've been waiting on that. Has she made any progress?
On,
The machine.
she didn't say anything about a machine. I think we're picking up parts for the machine though. And fuel.
Oh, well, good. That sounds like she at least has a plan. Thank you for doing this. What do you need from me?
Oh, right. We're here for horses. Ideally, two.
Horses, yes, of course. I can get you some horses.
Ideally, unicorns.
Oh yeah, if they have horns, that'd be great.
Sorry to disappoint. I haven't seen a unicorn in over a decade.
Over a decade.
Yeah,
Disappointing.
yeah.
They're plentiful from where I'm from.
Oh, and where are you from?
That's for me to know and for you to find out.
perhaps by
Ah.
asking.
Pleasant. I see. Anyways, just over this way. And she is going to take you over to the horse's shed, and she's going to start gearing up 2 horses, putting the bit in their mouth and getting them all brushed out. This one is Cherry, and that one is Veronica S.
Lovely
Veronica
names.
S.
Are they your fastest horses?
No, but they are the best at these types of things. Also, the only 2.
How are the fastest one not your best? I'm confused by that.
Don't worry about it. Anyway.
What? Don't worry.
Are they your prettiest horses?
Yes, of course.
That's all we need.
Mm,
These are such strange questions.
It's
Some
important to make a
strange
good
answers.
impression.
Fastest, not the best. What the hell?
Whoa, someone's mad.
Speed is unequal to torque.
Huh?
what?
It's just petting the horses.
Basically, the point Repot's trying to make is that a really high top speed doesn't necessarily equate to a greater like carrying capacity.
Oh, Dan understands that.
yeah.
Zipper
But
does not.
Well, please do go quickly. We're desperate for this machine that Dahlia's been promising us for weeks.
Query, machine.
Yes, a machine. It's supposed to help out at the orchard, she says. I'm not quite sure what she intends it to do, but it says it will make us more efficient. And that is what we need these days.
Is there anything wrong with the orchard if we take a look around at it? Is there like I'm kind of curious
Yeah.
what problem this machine is intended to solve and if that's like immediately visible.
It looks like a really regular orchard. Like nothing, there's no disease trees or anything like that. It looks like a healthy orchard, lots of apples, that are still kind of green because it's early in the season, we're in the middle of summer. But yeah, nothing immediately wrong.
So she's really looking forward to this machine but doesn't know what it's gonna do?
Yeah.
Query.
Everything.
Machine objective?
Well, honestly, I've kind of just let Dahlia run with it. She promised that she would make it better. Uh, honestly, anything will help at this point.
Query. It?
It. What?
Make what better, basically.
Oh, the orchard. We're very behind on our quota, and I've asked Dahlia for some assistance in that department. It seems that no matter what we do, we just can't keep up with demand. It's left us in a bit of a pickle.
What are they growing at this orchard? Just like apples and fruits?
Just
and stuff?
apples.
Just apples.
Yeah.
Just apples.
The apple orchard.
So there's a huge amount of demand they can't keep up with. But why?
Maybe picking, just harvesting.
too many.
Yeah. Too many trees, not enough hands.
And many
Yeah.
a customer.
Well, my nephews, they help out, and, that's been nice, but we still can't seem to keep up. Besides, they seem a little distracted anyways.
Query.
Well,
Distraction?
distraction, yes. I'm not sure with what, but they just...
Well, it
Forget
is
I
a-
mentioned
it. is
it.
a beautiful day. They may be out at the lake having some fun.
Forget I mentioned it. It's probably nothing. It's probably just boys being boys and...
Navigate. Nephews?
Well, Mishka's probably out in the field about right now. You can find him out there. Nico, on the other hand, he has a habit of disappearing.
Interesting. Do we want to go talk to the Nico? What's the first one?
Yes, Nico and Mishka.
Cherry and Veronica.
There we go. And they're the nephews. There we go. Just had to write it down. I want to know a little bit more. Which field? The orchard isn't a field, right?
I mean, it's just the orchard. She's
That's-
calling it a field.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
If you want to go speak with them, I can walk the horses back to the wagon.
Oh, yeah, we do need to get that picked up. Yes. Affirmative. I think Rebot
Cool.
says.
Okay, so I'll go do that.
Can I go with you with the horses? I enjoy the horses.
Wouldn't you enjoy a lovely conversation with your best pal
I
Repot?
just told you what I would enjoy.
Oh, right.
You're stuck with me. We will be friends.
With a threatening tone, we will. be
Absolutely. It would be a delight to have you along.
I think Repot goes to try and find Nico in the field. Because I think Repot is very curious about this machine that's being built and has no
Yeah.
idea what it does. And nobody's like given it a straight answer yet
Yeah.
about what the problem it's trying to solve even is. And we're about to go on like a 3-day expedition someplace to pick up parts for a machine, and Repot is a construction body. Like he wants to know what the machine is.
Yeah.
And so it's trying to find out a little bit more about what problem is this machine supposed to solve. And it kind of sounds like, is it like an apple picker? Like what does it actually do?
Yeah.
But I think maybe it's just it wants to go and find out more, and it seems that there's not going to be a lot of answers from the Meekum we're talking to. What's the person we're talking to's name?
Cleffa.
Cleffa, that's right.
Yes, so this is Cleffa.
Suffer Nikum.
So as you leave Cleffa's presence, you see that she does go back to working. She had been like, maybe mixing a fertilizer. So she goes back to mixing a fertilizer. She's like putting water into buckets, loading them up into a cart, just doing a lot of physical labor. And you just see that she's like struggling a little bit, and she seems a little bit more sluggish than the last time you saw her.
Right. Query. Assistance? I think before Repot
Yeah.
goes to talk with Nico, I think Repot maybe sticks around just a little bit as it notices this happening, like a lot of physical labor and stuff, and I think to some extent it feels like what's missing is just labor, like just people to do jobs. It's possible that they're just missing people. I don't know what that's about, but I think the Repot is thinking, query team.
Oh,
Like-
no, my dear. I'll worry about this. Honestly, just the sooner you get back with those parts for Dahlia, the sooner everything will be right as rain.
Okay. I think then Repot just accepts that and just goes to try and talk to Nico, I suppose, in the field, if at all possible, just to see what's happening. So what is the problem?
Yes.
Does look like manual labor is the problem, but I'm curious.
All right. And what is Zipper doing?
Zipper is trying to juggle apples. She got distracted.
All right. So just Repot is going off into the apple orchard,
Repot is going to try
searching
and interview someone
for
using just canned
someone.
responses.
All right.
great.
So, and because I forgot to establish it, this is a family of orcs. So,
Okay.
so, Cleffa is a large orcish woman, very muscly, very tall, and her nephew is the same. He is a very muscular man who wears a leather vest that is open chested. He has a necklace with an amulet that hangs down from it. He has a dangly earring and long black hair that is kind of like greased back with his sweat.
Oh.
As the warm sun hits his green skin, you see that he is up on a ladder pruning one of the trees. He has clippers in hands and he's cutting things off of the tree.
Daddy.
All right.
Nephew there.
Nephew daddy. Got it.
Nephew daddy.
Repot,
He is an adult. He is an adult. This is not a child nephew. This is an adult
Oh, that's what I
nephew.
assumed. Okay, good.
Cleffa is probably in her late 50s. So she is an older woman, and these are her nephews. So they're probably in their like late 20s, early 30s.
I think as Repot kind of approaches, Repot says, "Greeting," to try and get the attention of Nico.
Oh, golly. Good to see you down there. Hi, nice to meet you. My name's Mishka.
And I think Repot says, "Query assistance."
Oh, no, I'm fine. What can I help you with?
And I think Repot is trying to figure out a way to ask, like, why is there less people to do labor? I guess maybe I should just say, calculating labor. Query deficient?
Well, yeah, I suppose more bodies in the field would be great, but, it's always just been a family business. Who are you?
Designation: RepairBot 057. Repot.
Nice to meet you, Repot.
Objective: retrieve parts for machine.
Ah, yes, so Dahlia finally got somebody to go pick up those parts. That is great to hear.
Query: machine objective?
Oh, my understanding is something that picks the apples better and fertilizes better and does things just quick. It's just an automated system. I don't know. Dahlia's been a little hazy on the details. Honestly, I think Gris is still working on some of the fine-tuning.
Acknowledge. And I think Repot, okay, I finally got it. It's like, this is what it does.
Yeah.
And I think Repot, I gotta have a better way to say thank you than acknowledge. I think I'm just gonna start saying thank you. No, I like acknowledge. Okay. And I think that if that's what it is, then I think Repot's satisfied with understanding. It's just a way to reduce labor, I suppose. But it doesn't feel like that's entirely what Clef's deal is. It feels like they lost someone recently. That's my intuition. But that's separate from Repot's thought process, I think. I guess, query, Mishka?
Yeah, Mishka's my brother. He should be around here somewhere, right? Although I haven't seen him in a while. Huh.
Yeah. Query, Mishka, status report?
Honestly, don't know where that accent came from.
Honestly.
Honestly.
The North.
Well, I hope he does show up. He's been supposed to be helping me this afternoon. Well, anyways, can I help you with anything else?
Negative. I think Repot understands from this that it probably would be a good idea to try and find Mishka. If their problem is lack of manpower, or I guess person power, I suppose, because orc power, I should probably say. But you know what? One last thing is like, okay, so I think I get the understanding that nobody knows where Mishka is. Is there? I want to ask if there's a place he likes to go. And I think I'm gonna say query. Mishka favorite location. And I think the Repot's voice, whenever Repot doesn't have the ability to say something with canned responses, it starts using its like own voice box, which is a little bit glitchy, and it stutters a little bit. But whenever when it fails to find words, basically, it does use the voice box, but because the voice box is glitching out, it prefers to just stick to canned responses. But I think in times where it's like really trying to figure out something that might be difficult to articulate using just construction terms, it will just kind of dip into the like Mishka and the favorite location.
Don't you worry about it. I'll find him later.
Okay. Affirmative. And then I think Repot just starts going back to see what. Just keep looking at what Clef is doing, and probably waiting for the horses to come back. And Repot probably wouldn't have been good to ride the horses, honestly, anyways. Just based on its body shape and stuff. So I think it's just gonna sit and wait. Maybe it'll watch Clef as she works, just to see if it can analyze like any way that it can theoretically help, despite the fact that the help has been refused several times. I think it's still it's analyzing.
Yeah,
is what it's doing.
As you were leaving Nico, he just goes, "Nice to meet ya. Hurry back soon, why don't ya?" And as you make your way over to Cleffa, you see that she's still doing work. She's filling buckets. She puts them in the cart. You see that she starts dragging the cart with a donkey alongside the rows of trees down the orchard, and she starts taking like a cup and dumping the fertilizer at the base of each of the trees, and she's just like going about it. But horse makes it to wagon. So, who was on the horse?
It was me and Dazzle.
Yeah.
Yes. So Dazzle and
Riveting
Trinket.
conversation all the way. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
it was so good.
Well, I was playing my harmonica actually.
Oh, okay. That's good. That means I don't have to talk.
Yeah, we were just hanging.
Yeah, we're just hanging. I will say I wasn't riding the horses. Don't want to get any horse hairs on me. I was walking alongside it.
Yes. All right. On their lead, and yeah. Cool. So you're able to go get the horses hooked up to the wagon, get everything situated. After talking with Dahlia a little bit, you can get the wagon all outfitted for the trip. No problems there. Besides just Dahlia being her normal, just frantic, distracted self. Nothing out of the ordinary there. And you're able to outfit the wagon and get it ready to go.
Great.
Alright, I guess
Was there anything you need to grab before we make our journey? I know that you probably have a bit more than I need.
Well, I still haven't gotten my tea, which is a bit disconcerting.
Oh my gosh, the tea!
That rat is gonna be so fire.
But other than that, I guess I'm fine.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that I was, keeping your needs in mind.
Right. So, are you gonna sit up front on the horse?
I don't think you're gonna sit on the horse.
Oh,
Probably just in the wagon. part.
alright. Me too, I guess.
Do you know how to drive a wagon?
Oh, no?
Well, I guess I could give it a shot.
Oh boy. Roll to not crash.
Do I have anything that could help with this?
Y'all are just gonna move a wagon. I'm
Okay,
not gonna
fair
make
enough,
this. What a
The horse is
boring
no.
game this would be if I made you
Roll
sit
to
there trying to
horse.
make the wagon move so that you could do the adventure that I set you on.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, no.
You failed. The
No,
wagon
no,
loses
no.
a wheel.
One of the horses runs away.
There are more interesting things that
There
are
we
about
go.
to happen.
All right, let's go pick up Repot and I guess Zipper, who's been what this whole time
Juggling!
Juggling apples, just
I feel like by
fucking
now
around.
Zipper is nailing it.
yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah,
And
I'm like skating in circles while juggling.
Whoa.
You're constantly like
Hey.
adding apples.
Yeah. Sometimes catching them with my tentacles as opposed to my arms.
Oh, fair, fair.
Whoa.
Nice. Yeah, it's a good hand-eye coordination training, honestly. Probably. It might come in handy later. You never know.
Yes. Gosh, this is something that I forgot to mention, but we're currently in what's called oh my gosh, what is the word? Oh, it doesn't matter. We're just getting prepared.
Expedition?
That's the preparation. We're doing preparation. It's termed in this game, but
sure.
I don't need to explain it right now. We know what preparation is. So if there's anything else that y'all would like to make sure we establish that you are preparing for this expedition that you are about to go on, which will be Act 3 Expedition, now is the time to do it. So if there's any tools, materials, things that you want to make sure that we establish are brought with you, or if there's any sort of additional conversations that you want to have, or things that you want to make sure are put in order before you leave.
I think Repot would want to stop by the junkyard and grab what could be used as an extra spare tire, basically, like a spare wheel. I think that would be easier than having to fashion one on the road. Maybe
Yeah.
two, even if Repot can find a second one. I think that would be something that Repot would definitely want to make sure is some stop by the junkyard and get some, basically analyze the cart and be like, well, that's the most likely thing to break, and see if it can find some suitable replacement just in case to bring with us on the wagon.
Cool.
I hand off a little written note to Zipper, and I ask them to pass it to Grok. And on the note, it just says, "You're in charge. Be back soon."
On it!
2 minutes later, Zipper returns.
I'll say I grabbed some food and water from the.
With
Cafe.
a cup
Nice.
of tea.
Oh, with a cup
Oh
of
yeah, and I
tea.
have
There
your
we
cup of
go.
tea.
Grok was also told earlier today to give you a free drink when you walked in, when
Oh.
she saw you, so
Oh, I didn't need any. I didn't order anything. So
that's alright.
okay, thanks though. I
Get
The
rapport
tea
for
is
remembering
cold.
the tea. Oh.
The tea is cold.
Boo!
But it gets yeah, cool. Anything else that you want to do before you set off on your expedition?
Nah, let's do it.
Cool. Any last minute rapport or harmony that you forgot to reward each other?
I still feel like the tea should build rapport.
With Butterroy.
Well then, no. That's it.
All right. Well, so I'm not actually going to get into the expedition today. This is a really great place for us to just put a pause on things before we move into the next phase. Because the expedition is where the real gameplay begins. This is where all of the challenges are going to happen. You're going to have to solve puzzles and figure stuff out and fight things.
We've
Whoa!
assembled the fellowship.
You have assembled the fellowship. Somehow we have a sword, tea, some skates,
And
some
my
wheels,
wheels.
and your music.
Oh yeah, the
My
harmonica.
Yeah.
Thank you. There we go.
So we basically just made it through the overture today. Woo! And yeah, that's the game so far. So that being said, we are going to be back next week to continue this adventure on Sunday, same time, same place. And I am going to definitely do my outro. I have a lot of paper, y'all. All right. As we are drifting off today, we will see you next week, unless it's a holiday, which it's not. So thank you for being our neighbor today. I also want to thank our writers who have kept me going and have made this possible. Jacqueline Lewis, writer and parent. You can follow them on Instagram at Wrangler of Chaos, all one word. And they also are the writer of a book, a wonderful book, called Rolling with the Youth, which you can buy on itch.io. I highly recommend it.
Sounds like something Zipper would write.
We also have John or Pax Crum, who is a writer, crisis intervention trained, and medically retired police veteran, game designer, and historical fencer. Just to give him a quick little shout out, he'll be GMing Swords and Runes at Key City Steampunk in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania on August 8th through 10th. I would also like to thank our composers, who we will be presenting some really fun music next session, as well as the theme song you heard at the beginning. They are here to help me realize my vision and immerse us in this story. So Ray, who is also a player, is a pianist, game composer, and professional GM. You can find them on all streaming platforms at Ray D, and that is spelled out DEE 99. Also, my brother Steven, who is a musician, vocalist, and sound engineer. He is the producer of Lusk, Lusq, which is a chill electronic vapor soul art. And then our Patreon subscribers, who literally keep the lights on. Y'all are helping me pay my bills. We have JayCeeAitch, Chris B, Maggie Z, Russel B, Missy G, and Dan S. And lastly, I want to thank our players, who get to have fun and invite us into their worlds. Ray, anything else you want to plug while we're at it?
Nope, that's all.
Cool. Doug.
Hi. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us.
Dan.
Hi, nothing to plug.
And Greg.
Hello. If I had to plug anything, it would be the Dance Interactive VR album Rave Gazebo. You flail your arms around and music is remixed in real time. It's fun.
Yay. Like what you heard or saw today, you can follow us on Twitch. Hit that button. Also Instagram at goblin_forge_TTRPG. You can subscribe to our Patreon at patreon.com/goblin_forge and get early access to playtest material and exclusive bonus content. Keep an eye out for our Kickstarter and help us fund this game. And thank all of you out there. Your support and excitement fuels us. Give us more. So hungry. Bye.
Bye. So long.